The number 1 Michigan Wolverines used a punishing rushing attack to down the number 2 Washington Huskies 34-13 in Monday night's college football playoff national championship game at NRG Stadium in Houston. It is the first national title since 1997 for Michigan and 10th overall NCAA football crown for the winningest program in college football history. Michigan, 15-0, which became the first college football program to reach 1,000 all-time wins earlier this season, rushed for 303 yards and 4 touchdowns as a team in handing Washington its first loss of the season. The NCAA credits Michigan with 10 football championships, while Michigan claims 12. The 1932 and 1947 titles that Michigan counts as winning are not recognized by the NCAA. In the battle of the nation's last 2 undefeated teams, Michigan got the scoring started early, when Wolverines running back Donovan Edwards broke out for a 41-yard rushing touchdown on the game's first drive. Edwards doubled the Wolverines' score on the team's next offensive drive after busting a 46-yard touchdown run to put Michigan ahead 14-3 in the first quarter. Edwards' 2 touchdowns are the second and third longest touchdown runs in CFP championship game history, trailing only Alabama's Derrick Henry's 50-yard score in 2016. Washington struggled to get much going on offense for much of the first half until Huskies quarterback and Heisman Trophy runner-up Michael Penix Jr. connected with Jalen McMillan for a 3-yard touchdown pass on 4th and goal with under a minute left in the second quarter to cut the deficit to 17-10. The defenses from both teams tightened in the second half as each side exchanged field goals early in the third quarter before forcing punts on 6 consecutive drives. Michigan added an insurance score on a Blake Corum 12-yard run halfway through the fourth quarter to take a 27-13 lead. With Washington needing a score to keep themselves in the game, the Michigan defense came up with arguably the play of the game as Mike St. Ristil intercepted a Penix Jr. pass and returned it for 81 yards to set up a second Corum touchdown. Corum finished the game with 134 rushing yards on 21 carries with the 2 touchdowns, while Edwards added 104 rushing yards on 6 carries and 2 touchdowns to power the Wolverines' ground game. Michigan's national championship caps a season filled with controversy off the field for the Wolverines. The team's head football coach Jim Harbaugh was suspended for the first 3 games, a self-imposed sanction by Michigan's athletics department because of NCAA recruiting violations. The NCAA, which has an open investigation into the matter, could potentially choose to add further penalties in that case. The NCAA opened a second investigation into the Wolverines in October for alleged sign stealing, leading to the suspension and subsequent resignation of Michigan football analyst Connor Stalions and the firing of linebackers coach Chris Pertidge. Harbaugh has denied knowledge of any scheme to steal other teams' signs, but accepted a 3-game suspension, upping his total games away from the Michigan sideline to 6. Both NCAA